Hi everyone, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisode. I'm Lene Gehrig. Today from our friends at Elizabeth Craft Designs, I have two amazing cutting die sets that make gorgeous, beautiful ornaments. This one is the Joyous Ornament Stars #2. Look at this puffy little star. It's so cute, little ornament, little hanging here. And then also the bell ornament. And we have lots of different ideas for you on both of these. Look at that. And you guys, we're going to be giving these ornaments away to one of our lucky subscriber friends. So if you stick around, you'll learn how one of you can win one of these, or these to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, so here are our bell dies. There's 3 dies, and this is what the bell looks like cut from white cardstock. Look at the beautiful details on this. This piece is for the backing, so it would give you a solid color shape that you could then layer on, like I did here, okay? So for this one, you guys, I used both silver and green Miri cardstock. And all these items are listed down below the video if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then you can just look in the description box below the video, and there's a link that'll take you to this paper page. And as I mentioned before, we are going to be giving away these little ornaments to one of our subscriber friends. So all you have to do on our YouTube channel is like and leave us a thumbs up and comment and be a subscriber, okay? Then we're gonna wait about a week and we're gonna reply to one of the comments and we're gonna say, oh wow, username, and we're gonna say congratulations user. We're gonna use your very specific username, so you gotta know what that is, and we give you instructions on how to claim your prize. So it's a good idea to first know your YouTube username and also hit that notification bell right up there in the top right hand corner. All right, so how I did this, die cut the base from silver cardstock, and then you could also die cut another one and just put these together so you'd have a dimensional bell, but I just wanted to show you how this one looked when it was just flat on the back. I think that's how most people are going to be using this. And then I die cut from the green Miri cardstock 3 different bell shapes. And I'm going to show you these from white. All right. So the first one you're going to just keep flat like this, and then the next ones you're going to actually fold these. But I like to score them, especially if you're using Miri, okay? So we're gonna take this, put this on our little scoreboard. And then you're just gonna go right down the center of the shape. Okay, so you gotta make sure you're in the ditch there. Oops, I was off a little bit. Like that, so you can easily fold it. Like this. And you're going to do the same this other one. There we go. And then you're going to take this original one and then you're going to glue these 2 sides together like this. And then you're going to put glue right on that seam. And you could use, because you're dealing with Miri and it is very slippery and it's not porous like paper, you could use a hot glue gun. You could use something that's going to really, like Zots, adhesive dots would work to really glue this. But I noticed that using Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue really didn't hold this down when you were dealing with Miri cardstock because it's a shiny surface on top of a shiny. So you could use, yeah, like hot glue was a really viable option there. So I'm going to glue those 2 together, and then you're going to glue that right on top of that center. So you're getting all of this dimension like that. And then you're gluing that, just that center, right down the center and gluing that to your silver, cute little silver bell. And then I just topped it with a little silver ribbon from our gold and silver ribbon collection, which in my opinion is a must for the holidays. All right, so let's take a look at another one I made. This one's a little gift tag. Okay, just also out of using the white cardstock on this one. And then I die cut the back part out of gold Miri cardstock. And how I did that was I took the gold Miri and I folded it in half. And then I took this shape, and I just placed it right there so that the top of the bell was sticking up a little bit above the fold, a little bit, so that you had something to connect it right at the top. Okay, and that gave me that little gift card shape. Then this just gets glued right to the front. And then for this one, using Cosmic Shimmer is absolutely no problem, because for one thing, you're not kind of working against the gravity to keep these in place. This is just flat. So then I added some really lovely shiny red Jewel Dazzle stickers, and then using your little like pokey tool is nice here. You're just picking these up and then just placing them right there to embellish. And then also using, these are Holly Dazzle stickers, and I just took this one right here, there's a couple of them on here, and I placed them on some white cardstock and then just used my tiny scissors to cut those out. Just went around the edges and then foam taped that to the top corner, just to have it kind of stick off the top. Oh, I should mention too, before you do that, we're die cutting 2 of the little toppers for the bell, the little hangers, out of the Gold Mary cardstock, and I put one on the back and one on the front, just so that the back, when it's like, you could hang this on your Christmas tree just like this, or giving it, like hanging it from a gift or a gift bag, so that it looked nice on the front and the back as it kind of moved around. And then did a little bit of 1/8 inch ribbon right here, just a little bow. And then on the inside, I used one of these little swirly pieces and then decorated that with some little holly pieces as well, all from these 2 dazzle sheets. And then the Merry Christmas came from our Merry Christmas Tiny Words and Phrases Dazzle stickers. We love this one, and I always like to tell people when using these, I love to use a little pokey tool to lift them up, help place them. It just makes a world of difference in trying to peel those off with your fingers. Yeah, so this one could also be an ornament, could be a gift tag, whichever one you like. All right, so let's get on to these stars. You guys, I have 2 sizes of the stars. Okay, go. Really lovely. So that means you get 2 sizes of ornaments. And I love that they're puffy, and I'm going to show you how to achieve that. So first of all, I used white cardstock to put these together. I found using cardstock on these to be easier than using Miri, and the reason why is because these have little folded tabs on them, and when you fold them under, then once again you're gluing Miri cardstock to Miri cardstock, and it was tricky, okay, because of that shiny surface. But by using something like regular plain cardstock that is it can absorb glue, it's porous, that made a big difference. So definitely recommend doing that. And then decorating with silver Miri. Oops, there we go. And using our Christmases Past beautiful 12 cutting dies collection. And it's got gorgeous foliage on here, beautiful little poinsettia, which I'm going to show you on a card at the end, and all these little holly leaves and things like that. So, and also like pine branches. So I went ahead and die cut some holly leaves and pine branches, and then tied a little bow using our little glimmer ribbon. There's a white one in there. So now we have a little set, all right? So these are the little toppers that you would then cut out. For these, oops, the little center is still in this one. For these, I cut out 2 of them for each ornament. There's one on the front and one on the back. And then I took my little pokey tool, oops, and I just placed that on my hand. And then I just kind of rolled, well, probably not like that, like this on my hand. And then I just rolled it around like this so that it curved. It's curved. And that way it fit really nicely on the tip. All right, so let's make one of these cute little star, they're kind of like star snowflakes, really, aren't they? So the first thing you're going to do when you get these pieces, you die cut 2 for each shape, all right? And then you're going to fold them, right? So you're going to fold them. There's little lines, like right here, little score lines. So this is very simple. You don't need a scoreboard for this unless you're using something other than cardstock. Then I would recommend using the scoreboard. You're gonna fold there. And there. And this last one. There. All right, so that's gonna allow the dimension when you're gluing the sides together. That's gonna make it puffy. All right, and then you've got these little tabs on the sides. All right, so for those, I like to take my scoreboard. I found this saved some aggravation. So on this one, I took my scoreboard and I just placed one of these tabs. We're gonna try to zoom in a little bit. Right here on the scoreboard, just anywhere, and you're just going, oops, you're going down, you're going down like this, and just give that a deeper score. And I'm gonna do this on the front, even though you're folding them to the back, because I found that when I tried to score them on this side, I just found it a little more challenging on this side. But you could do either way, okay? And then we're gonna fold these little flaps back all the way around on both sides. So what you're doing on one piece, you're doing on the other piece. And it's a tiny little flap, so, but when you put two of them together, it feels more substantial because you're gluing them back to back. All right, so I've already done this side. All those little flaps are now folding in. All right, so then we're going to use our little mini glue bottle. You don't have to use this, but I found this very helpful. I left mine at home, and this is Debbie's. Look what Debbie did to hers. She put charms on it. Because this little needle that's in here, we kept losing it. So Debbie took like an earring back to like that you would use for your pierced ears, one of those metal earring backs, and it has a hole in it, right? So then she just threaded the pin through there, and then just some little bit of chain and stuff. And look, she just added beads and things to that. So I thought that was very clever. She just did that at home, you know, just a little, being Debbie, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna use this, but it's filled with Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. Just because you've got these little flaps, and it's just found to be so much easier. So we're just gonna put a little glue right, ooh, probably more glue than I wanted. Oof, there we go. On there, and then you're gonna take one of these flaps and you're going to glue it to a side of the other star that doesn't have a flap. Like that. And you're just making sure the points of the star are gonna line up. This first one is the trickiest one. They get easy. So that's aligned. Now we're going to do the other side of it. And it is nice if you like give it a moment or two to dry, but we're going to move on. And Elizabeth Craft Designs has a great little video on how to do this. They're amazing. And I'm going to ask Houston to link both the star and the bell video from Elizabeth Craft Design on the product page so you can see how I learned. Okay, we're just going to keep doing that all the way around. Okay. And I do find using the little bottle of glue is so nice for your detail pieces. I used it for putting on the little pieces for the die cuts for the foliage, silver piece. All right, now when this is done and it's all dry, so we've got half of that done, and it's all dry, my little tip here is to make it dimensional. Okay, you need to kind of squish the points of the star like this, and they kind of pop open then. Otherwise, I mean, it's flat right now, right? And then this is too soon to do this because it's still drying, but you get it, right? You're going to go like this, and it's going to fluff them up. And what's great about this is when you put these away for the holidays and you're not using them all year, they go flat if you've crushed them in your decorations. You can just take them again, you take them out the next year and just do this, and they puff right up again. So very nice. And so when you're all done gluing, okay, then you're going to take this that you've rounded, and you're going to glue that on one side, and then you're going to glue another one on the other side. And then I just used a little bit of white quilter's thread because it's a little thicker, but you could also use specific little silver thread or something. All right, let's see it. Before we go, I wanted to show you guys how you can also use these on cards. Okay, so this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and you guys, I used our brand new, which is buried, here we go, Christmas Past 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. I used this part right here, one of the cutouts with the holly on it, the vintage holly, and then the rest of it was blank down here, so that made that really nice and easy. And then the back side of the paper was this. And then of course this is one of the cutouts, and I used my favorite ink right here on the little cutout. And then for the cutting dies, I use these beautiful poinsettias right here. And then I just used some of the little ball tools to kind of go over those. And then what I like to do is you can either put it on some foam or little pieces of craft foam if you don't have like a big wedge of foam, and you just kind of go around each petal like that to curve it. Okay, and we're going to do that again on the smaller one. And I did ink the edges of this red because I used the coordinating solid cardstock as well for these, all the little foliage pieces. And I did ink the edges of that using my gingerbread ink, which is surprising that you would use brown on the edge of the red, but it really darkens that up nicely. All right, and then when you get to this side, you're just going to go ahead and do this. Okay, and then you're going to glue multiple, like I used 2 of these and then 2 of these and stacked them one on top of the other. So that way you got a little bit of dimension there. I inked the edges of the green holly with holly green ink, and then some darker green for the pine boughs. And then I added some little berries using the shiny red Dazzle stickers right there. And then at the center here, you guys, I used our this is our new products. This is caviar little beads. Okay, they're caviar because they're tiny. And I love to use these. And Debbie and I like to use, if you're just exchanging your card amongst yourselves, you're hand delivering it, then we find that using Cosmic Shimmer is great. Literally, I took a huge blob of glue and then I put in a bunch of these little beads and then mixed them around a little bit. I used my little pokey tool. So they were all covered with glue, and then they dried clear. Right? And they're really on there nicely. But if you're going to mail it and your card is going to get some, you know, workout through the mail, then we recommend using E6000. And I just take this off with a toothpick, place it in the center, and then you're still sprinkling those in there to cover that little mound of glue you put on there. And then that's going to allow you to mail it. And then we also recommend putting something over it, like a scrap piece of cardstock, and then it should just be fine. And then this, of course, was the sweet little bell cut from red glitter cardstock and gold Miri. And yeah, this is what it looked like before I decorated it. So yeah, you could do the same thing with the stars, but on the stars, you're going to have to cut off the little tabs right here to alter those so that it doesn't look like this. I mean, this looks fine, actually. It looks like curved, but these would be plain, so you could just cut them off. All right, you guys, so we have a fantastic money saver on this collection. Get to making your ornaments now. Get to making your little tags and things. They're really fun to play with. And don't forget, we're going to be giving some of these items away to one of our friends. Don't forget to go onto YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And the money saver is right there on the right-hand side. So I hope you take advantage of that so you can start playing. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.